Okay. Just so you know, I'll serve you anything except Bud Light. For the houses? Does anybody want a draft on the house? Here we go. All right. And I'll tell you what. Let's do a toast.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Now you gonna go? Okay.
Hey man, what's up? Oh hey man, you mind if I grab a beer? Nah, I'm all out. I'm sorry. Oh hell man, you got Bud Light. Oh, you can have all that. I was gonna throw it away. Ah, don't tell me you're doing that boycott. It's not like they changed the taste or anything. I'm afraid to drink it now.
That's ridiculous, Michael.
Why did you just talk like that?
I don't know. I just feel so fabulous.
Stop drinking it now.
I think it's too late. The damage is already done.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about woke Bud Light, okay, as their sales are continuing to tank, despite the fact that this boycott has dragged on for probably about, what, 3 or 4 months now, right, ever since the beginning of April. The boycott is still going strong, and this is particularly important because this is the time of the year, summertime, where these guys, they do a lot of their sales, okay? You got a bunch of holidays like Memorial Day. You got 4th of July coming up. Again, these are where a lot of beer companies make their bread and butter. However, that has not been the case for Bud Light, as their sales have not recovered, despite the fact that the mainstream liberal media keeps telling us that, hey, it's going to recover, right? It's going to recover. It's going to come back. It's only temporary. However, that has not been the case because Bud Light sales have taken the steepest hit yet since the Dylan Mulvaney fiasco. So let's read a little bit here. Bud Light suffered its worst weekly sales drop since the nation's #1 beer brand launched an ill-fated marketing tie-up with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. For the week ending June 10th, Bud Light sales dropped by a whopping 26.8% according to the latest data from Bump Williams Consulting and NielsenIQ. That's wider than the 24.4% drop seen during the prior week and topped the all-time previous worst plunge of 25.7% during the week ended May 20th since the beer giant got into bed with Dylan Mulvaney on April 1st. Anheuser-Busch's other brands also took a step backward for the week ended June 10th. According to the data, sales of Budweiser were down 10% compared to a 7.8% decline the previous week, while Natural Light was down 2.3% versus a 1% decline. Michelob Ultra, the nation's #3 beer, was down 2.4%. Quote, this was a tough week for Bud Light and other beer brands owned by Anheuser-Busch, said Bump Williams, head of the consulting firm. The calls for a boycott from conservative corners of the country over the Mulvaney campaign has cost the Belgian-based beer company more than $20 billion. Yeah, so this is a terrible situation for Bud Light / Anheuser-Busch, and they're desperate, right? They're so desperate that they're giving away free beer to try to save 4th of July sales, okay? They just announced they're doing a new rebate to make beers cheaper, right, and sometimes free. Apparently, they are debuting a $15 rebate for purchases of a 15-pack of Budweiser, Bud Light, Budweiser Select, or Budweiser Select 55. And apparently, the beer has gotten so cheap, like, for example, on Target's website, it shows a 15-pack of beer currently selling for $12.99. If you apply that rebate, then basically the beer is free, right? The beer is free in some areas. Again, that's how desperate they are. They're also making desperate advertisements, like this advertisement right here, Bud Light Easy to Summer. Now, I can't actually play the sound because it's copyrighted. I'll get a copyright claim if I play the sound because it has copyrighted music. But as you can see here, you can tell what they're trying to get after here, right? They're trying to go after the customers that they lost, okay? They're showing somebody out here fishing, enjoying the summer, okay? Look like typical everyday Americans, right? You're not seeing too many woke revolutionaries in this ad or any recent Bud Light ads, to be quite honest with you, because, again, they're trying to recover from the backlash, okay? So they think making these silly ads that they believe will appeal to their core customer base, They think that making these ads is going to help recover sales, right? So this is what they do it. However, these ads are getting destroyed. Okay, as you can see here, this ad has 250K views with 31,000 dislikes, right? 31,000 dislikes and only 685 likes. Again, it's been absolutely destroyed, right? It's been absolutely destroyed. Let's read a few of the comments here. Let me guess, all the Bud Light drinking women are strong girl bosses and the men are incompetent goons. Nailed it. The message of this commercial seems to be, quote, the people who still drink Bud Light are utter morons. It's hard to figure that out. I never thought Bud Light could get worse, but they continue to deliver. Absolutely sick of AB at this point with the man bashing. You're getting everything you deserve. Continue running a once great company into the dirt. Yeah, so it seems like this is backfiring, right? This is backfiring. The way that people interpreted this ad was that, hey, this makes, men look like buffoons and makes, women look strong, right? Again, like this right here. Okay, yeah, this backfired, right? They thought they were doing something here, right? They really thought it. Look at this. They got women carrying the Bud Light, right? While they got men coming out the house, dropping, all the food everywhere. Again, being buffoons. Again, amazing. They thought this would work. They really thought this would work, bruh. Again, this backfired heavily. Also, Bud Light is now tweeting again, okay, and they're posting on social media, and they're getting ratioed with every single tweet, right? Every single day they tweet, they get ratioed here. Okay, as you can see, they get absolutely ratioed. Okay, let's actually look at one of these. Let's look at one of these. The ones with the girls carrying the keg. Remember, this is coming from the company that said that they wanted to get rid of its fratty branding, right? Fratty marketing, okay? Because that's why they're going woke, okay? They want to move away from fratty white guys, marketing them to marketing to the Dylan Mulvaneys of the world, right? And this is what they came up with, okay? They came up with two women carrying a keg, right? Absolutely amazing. The quoting says, my favorite part is how you have these obese men back there standing and doing nothing while two strong, independent women who don't need no man carry the keg, right? Yeah, again, this is absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at this one, right? Bud Light says, guess who's back? Okay, guess who's back in response to this Bud Light night thing, right? Chad Panther says, is he gay too? So I said, stop, he's dead already. I mean, you also have a new F Bud Light song that's apparently out. Okay, it was dropped by Forgiato Blow, who's I guess a right-wing Trump rapper. Let's take a listen to a little bit of it.
Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light!
F Bud Light. F Bud Light. Yo, that's kind of catchy. F Bud Light. Yo, Bud Light is getting destroyed, bro. They're even hiding replies, okay? They're hiding replies, okay? This one person responded to one of their advertisements and said, quote, the Friday out of touch no human men have moved on thanks to this marketing staff, which will go down in history as the worst campaign in history. As a longtime Bud Light drinker, I won't go back until you issue an apology. Yeah, so Bud Light decided to hide this, right? Customers demanding an apology, okay? Lifelong Bud Light drinkers, okay? The people that have lined their pockets, they said, no, we're going to hide your reply, right? We're going to hide your reply. We're going to do everything except apologize, right? And when I mean everything except apologize, I mean everything except apologize. Because allegedly, Bud Light is still woke, right? Woker than ever. They just hope that you don't notice they're still woke, right? As they sponsor a Toronto Pride event that included, allegedly, naked men parading in front of children, okay? Which, again, is one of these things is apparently acceptable in today's society, okay? So I actually have video of this Bud Light sponsorship, and I'm not going to show you the video under this because the video under this has nudity. But this video right here is of Bud Light and them just straight up sponsoring this Pride event, which apparently has people of all ages, allegedly, right? Yeah, so as you can see here, right, Bud Light has shirts, okay, of people at this Pride parade wearing the shirts, okay, just full blown, just, you know, celebrating, and that's fine, right? But Bud Light can't try to distance themselves from this while at the same time sponsoring this, and then thinking that nobody would see it. Okay, is the marketing chief or the CEO gonna come out and say, well, this was a third party's fault, right? This was somebody else's fault. Here's the thing. I don't care about Bud Light sponsoring Pride, okay? I mean, they can sponsor whatever they want to sponsor, but don't play dumb when people have backlash against it and say, hey, we don't like the fact that you're sponsoring this event that has children being exposed, or allegedly has children being exposed to things they shouldn't be exposed to. Like, for example, this video that's under this video that I can't show you guys because it has nudity. But yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, look, it's hard for them to do a 180 when this is what they're doing. They're trying to thread the needle. Okay, that's why they're not issuing an apology, because they want to continue to do this, right? And if they issue an apology, then they can't do this anymore. They're gonna lose all of the goodwill that they built up with this audience that apparently they desperately want to drink their beer, right? So back to what allegedly occurred at this Pride parade in Toronto, because again, Bud Light has put their name behind this, right? They're saying that we're totally fine with this, we're cool with this, which is all the more reason why, I don't know, maybe people should continue to not drink the beer. So let's read here. Bud Light continues to do its best to destroy itself, and the latest move was to sponsor Pride Toronto. The beer brand under Anheuser-Busch umbrella has been getting shellacked ever since going woke by teaming up with Dylan Mulvaney. And clearly there's no end in sight. Instead of dialing things back, it appears Bud Light took things to a new level by sponsoring the Pride Toronto parade. The company website features an entire page promoting the event and states, quote, Bud Light Canada has been a proud partner of Pride Toronto for the last 10 years. This year, we're commemorating this milestone with Pride Toronto by featuring them on our can design, as well as continuing as the official beer sponsor of the festival. As a brand, Bud Light Canada is excited to once again celebrate and support the LGBTQI2S+ community through Pride Toronto's annual Pride celebration and parade. Yeah, so again, they can't come out here and say that, oh, well, it was a third party's fault. We didn't mean to do this, right? We didn't mean to do this, okay? Hey, they're telling you straight up, we do mean to do it, right? This is exactly what we want to do, okay? In a video circulating the web from the parade, multiple adults are naked roaming through the streets celebrating the parade. Another video from the event shows a group of naked men right in front of at least one young child, which appeared to be drag queens and scantily clad dancers. Also performed on the Bud Light stage prior to the parade, according to Newsweek. This is the event Bud Light thought was a good idea to get involved with. Outkick has reached out to Anheuser-Busch for comment on the situation. We will update the piece if they ever respond. Bud Light continues to make horrible decisions. Bud Light continues to get obliterated ever since teaming up with Dylan Mulvaney. The company chose to partner with an activist, and the results were incredibly predictable. Customers are revolting, sales are down, and Anheuser-Busch stock has taken a huge hit. Instead of just apologizing, the company decided sponsoring an event featuring nudity near kids was apparently a good idea. It wasn't, and people are very upset, as they should be. Walking around naked near children is disgusting conduct. Yeah, so Bud Light, right? They've decided to double and to triple down on what is causing them to lose a massive amount of sales, the biggest boycott in history. But again, this tells you exactly the mindset of a lot of these woke companies, right? They're not really concerned about the short term. They're concerned about the long term, okay? They're concerned about 5, 10, 20 years down the road. They're betting 5, 10, 20 years down the road that the core group that is their audience now that are boycotting against them you guys, we are going to be irrelevant, right? We're going to be irrelevant. What we say is not going to matter because, again, this is what they're betting on. They're betting that a lot of people will just die of old age and that the younger generation is overwhelmingly more progressive. They're overwhelmingly more friendly towards this stuff. And they're just saying, look, we're going to wait it out, right? We'll continue to try to shore up sales by putting out these desperate ads that get roasted every single time. And we'll keep sponsoring Pride events behind the scenes, right? And continue to build up our woke audience base that we really want to drink our beer. And, hey, that's what we're going to do, right? We're going to continue to do that and not apologize. So I'm telling you guys, these companies, they're willing to suffer in the short term, like Disney, for long-term profitability or what they believe will lead them to long-term profitability. We'll see what happens if Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch doesn't go out of business before they reach that point. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black Assertive Perspective. Peace.